design, and everybody loves something feeling fresh and new, and pastels is where it's at. It's not just for Easter and baby showers anymore. Interior designer Shai DeLuca finally joins us here to shine the spotlight on how you can incorporate pastels into your home decor. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. 4 years in the making.
Right? Finally.
4 years in the making.
Cityline gets you all the time. Now it's our chance.
I'm excited. I'm excited. This is great. So yeah, so pastels, it's a huge trend for 2015, 2016.
People are scared to death of pastels. They instantly think of, like you said, Easter bunnies, showers, and Miami Vice.
You got it.
But it's a peppering.
You know, that's the key. It's all about, you know what, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to use the B word on morning television. It's all about balance. It's about balance, balance, balance. So, you know, with pastels, like you say, people have these kind of psychological tie-ins that they do. Right away, they think Easter. Right away, they think baby showers or baby nurseries. So we're going to do some tips now on how to do it right, how to use the trend, get into the trend, but do it right. Okay. Let's start off with, you know, retailers are really, really great with kind of doing all the work for you. So we went to EQ3. Everything that we see here is from EQ3. And if you see the pillows behind you, all the work here is really done for us. So if we're not sure what pastels go with what or what colors go with what, they've done all the work for us. So really what I'm going to do here is really pull out a color in this pillow that kind of is my base, something that really speaks to me, something that is not going to make me crazy. And what do I mean by that? So there's pinks in here, there's oranges in here. It's all about how adventurous are you? You're right? Totally adventurous.
I am, but when it comes to stuff like this, you worry because it's a big investment in a couch.
True.
If it is too loud, you think, yikes, I just spent a whole bunch of money on something that I can't stand. But you chose a soft palette, BT colors, if you will.
Thank you.
It's
totally intentional. So I mean, you know, when you're choosing a pastel, and if you're adventurous enough to do some of the bigger pieces in a pastel, then I would say do something with a little bit more muted pastel, so like a blue-green like we've done here, which is fantastic. And this is going to kind of be our jumping off point, our inspiration for the rest of everything that's going on.
And the beautiful yellow as a contrast.
You got it. So the thing about the colors is once we've chosen our largest piece, then we really do need to have a neutral base, something to kind of like soften it down a little. So
balance.
Balance. It's all about balance. So I really like this gray rug that we've also chosen from EQ3. And gray is a great color, by the way, guys. If you're looking for something to really kind of mute and calm down the pastels, gray is great.
Okay, so it's your neutral to balance off the bright.
To balance off the bright, but it's got to be the correct neutral. So not browns, not blacks. Those are a little bit too stark, a little bit too harsh. The thing about pastels is it's a very soft color palette.
Light, airy.
It's light and airy. So black would be very heavy. Brown would be very heavy. Gray is a kind of in between.
Got it.
So it's nice and it kind of transitions well. The other thing to keep in mind is it's great to not only balance it with color, but also with materials. So we have the beautiful Bianco Carrera table, gorgeous Bianco Carrera table. And the big thing in interior design 2015, 2016 is metallics. Metallics are big, big, big. And it used to be you would use one metallic and that would be it through the entire space. Now we're all about mixing metallics.
You're mixing and matching.
Mixing and matching metallics. So copper's big. Copper's huge, but everything doesn't have to be copper. So the base of the table is a brushed nickel. We have the copper there. We'll get over to the dining table in a bit, so we have some chromes and
you're
whatnot.
mixing in the natural elements in the earth tones there. I see like a little wood stool or even serving tray.
You have an interior design background, don't you?
It's my husband. It's my husband. I learned from him.
It's so good. Yes, absolutely. So mixing in those natural woods, it really warms it up. Otherwise, it would be quite cool, a little bit, maybe even too cold for the space. If you notice also, we brought this black chair in. I always like to say every space should have something black to really ground it. Black is a nice grounding, so we didn't do it in a big piece like the rug here because it would be too much of a stark contrast.
Got it.
By a black chair.
It anchors it. And this beautiful table, we need to get to this. It is stunning. Again, you're playing off color versus the neutral base.
You got it. So again, it has that marble top, but we didn't choose anything in the chairs that were too crazy in terms of the pastel colors, so no pinks, no oranges. This is really calming. This is for somebody who's kind of like a pastel virgin, we'll call it. Okay. We don't want them to go too nuts. We want it to be something comfortable for them. And it really ties in, so this is, you know, kind of one area in a home, let's say a studio apartment. It really has to have that tie-in. But if you also notice, we mix and match the chairs. So there's a certain style to them. They're the spindleback chairs, but they're a little bit of an eclectic look because this has obviously not the rounded back and this has more of the Windsor style back.
And then the table setting, again, you have the white plates, but an accent of color on the top.
You got it. You got it. So it's all about that mixing. It's all about, you know, what ties in that area over to this area. And really in a table setting, when you're doing a table setting, in a smaller table setting, there should be a story that you're telling. You should really tell a story. Otherwise, it just gets too messy.
What story are we going to tell over our meal, Shai?
The story that we're going to, you know what? We
Pastels
can't say,
done right.
Pastels done right.
Through balance.
through the B word.
Yin, meet yang with ShaiDeLuca.com at Shai DeLuca. Don't be shy when it comes to pastels. That what we've learned
like
this.
that.
Embrace
I like
it.
That.
Thanks, Shai. Good to see you.
It was great
We'll
seeing
be
you.
back with more BT right after this. Beautiful.